Welcome back to our Beatrice YouTube channel. In today's class, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful blouse that we see here. It has like a short collar that is continuous from the center back and it goes all the way to the front. So for this, we're going to be transferring the bust down to the shoulder to create the effects that we have on the neckline. I'm going to take you through how to cut and sew this in this class. If this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. Okay, so I'll be making this on my bodies here using the size. So my bodies have a bust dart already. So it is the bust that I'm going to be transferring to the neckline. So this is a dart manipulation blouse. I'm going to be transferring it to create the design that you see on the neckline. So you can have your half scale like this, or you can just draw a full scale, but you don't need to draw a full scale. So I'm working with this half scale. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to transfer this dart to the neckline to form that cone that you have on the neckline. So what I'm going to do now is to take my ruler and then go to the tip of my neckline and then connect. So once you do that, now we're going to transfer this dart. But before we do that again, I'm not going to be working with, you can work with this neckline, but I want my neckline to be a V neckline. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to mark how deep I want my neck depth to be. So let's say I'm working with maybe 4 inches depth from the upper part. So this 4 inches here, I'm going to connect as well. So this is my V neckline and this is the dart that I'm going to be transferring. So you're going to get your scissors now and then you're going to cut out your neckline. So once you cut out your neckline, you still have your bodies. So to transfer this bust dart, you're going to open up this new dart line that you have on the tip of your neckline. You're going to open it up to where your bust point is, which is here. Then the next thing is to go ahead and close this bust dart. So once we close the bust dart, this new dart is going to open up for us. Okay, so the dart that we have here now has been successfully transferred to this part. So I'm going to take my masking tape and then I'm going to hold that part like this. So now once you have this, you're going to bring in a new fabric, you're going to bring in a new pattern and then you're going to be spreading this on it. So this is my new pattern. I'm going to be placing it on this now and then I'm going to hold it. So you're going to hold this with a masking tape so that you can work with it. So I'm holding this like this and then I'm going to hold it down. So this has like a roll collar at the back, which is going to be cut together with the front. So that is the extent I'm going to do that I have from this dart, and then I'm going to divide that into two. So you can see I'm folding my tape and then I'm going to mark the midpoint, which is going to be here. So now the next thing now is to do the extension. So to do the extension, you're going to bring your back bodies. This is my back. Remember I said this extension is going to start like a collar for the back. So in order to know the amount that you're going to need, you're going to take your tape round your back neckline. Okay, okay, so after marking my back neckline, I have about 2.25 inches there round your back to make sure that the measurement is accurate. So once you have that, you are going to come here now and then you're going to extend that by the same measurement that you have at your back. So I have 2.25, so I'm going to be extending that by the 2.25, which is there. So here I'm going to be extending the sides by the same measurement. So you just mark it straight up to that 2.25, which is here, and then you come here to the other side and you do the same thing. You connect up to your 2.25 and then you make it to a straight line. So this extension that we have here is for the collar. So you can just go ahead and cut this out now, or you can add your seam allowance on the center front, because the center front for me is going to have joining. But if it's not going to have a seam, just cut that center front part on fold. So let me just cut this out first so that we don't get confused. I want it to be as simplified as possible. So this is my V neckline that I'm cutting. This is the extension for the collar. And I'm going to come to this side as well. I'm going to cut out my armhole. Then I'm going to cut my shoulder, and I'll cut my extension as well. So this is what I have. This is what my pattern looks like now. So now, like I said, I'm going to have a seam here. So you can just place this and trace it out on your, you can place this and trace it out on your pattern for your seam, or you can do that when you're done adding your, when you're done adding your when you're done, when you want to transfer to your fabric. So now this is going to be the color. So let me just explain what is going to happen for you. You're going to be putting it on fold like this, okay? Then you're going to be closing this dart. It's going to look like you're closing the dart, so you can see. So now once you put it on fold, you can see the space that you have for your bust here. This is going to roll to the back. So once you cut to, this is one half, then the other half is going to join it, and this is what you're going to have. So now to finish up this neckline area, we're going to be cutting a facing for it. So depending on how much you want your facing to be, but I want to use this facing for, I want to use another color of fabric for my facing. So I'm not going to let it get to the collar area. So from here now, I'm just going to connect it to somewhere, maybe somewhere here. You can see this is going to be my facing. So if it's not bold enough for you, you can increase it. Okay, you can increase the facing that you are working with. So I just want to try to make it a little bolder, so that it's going to be really obvious that there is a facing there. So this is what I'm going to do for my facing. So now this facing, you can go ahead and then trace it out on another fabric, on another pattern. I've gone ahead to transfer because there are so many markings on this, and I don't want it to have so many markings, so that I'm not going to get confused. So while transferring, I added seam allowance for joining at the center. Remember I said I'm going to have a seam at the center. You can see my allowance there. So now I've traced all the lines that I have. I just want to remove this masking tape so that it doesn't disfigure it. So now the lines that I have traced out, I'm going to go ahead and make them bold again. Okay, so this is the dot lines that we have for the collar. I'm going to connect it, your allowance for joining. Okay, I have half an inch here for joining, and then I have also traced out my facing. So this is going to be my facing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut this on my fabric first. Then after cutting it on my fabric, I'm going to cut out the facing to cut on another fabric that I want to use for the facing. Okay, so now I have gone ahead to cut this. You can see I have two for the front, and then I cut the back on fold because I don't want to have a seam at the back. So these are my two fronts. Okay, these are my two fronts. When you join it, you're going to have your V shape, and this is my back. The back is cut on fold, so I have one single piece for the back. So now the next thing, now I'm going to go ahead and cut my facing. So to cut the facing, since I no longer need this pattern, I'm going to go ahead and use this pattern to trace out where my facing is going to be. Because it's a miniature, you can see how small it is. If you are not careful with it, you are going to lose it. So I'm going to bring in the fabric that I'm using, and then I'm going to use that to cut my facing. So I'm going ahead to cut out the facing. You can see, so for this side I cut out exactly what I have, but on this side I'm going to be folding it in. So I added seam allowance to fold it in. Okay, so what I did was to sew this black facing in a way that the seam is not going to show. So you're going to flip it, sew on this part, and then fold it. I used my hemming gum to iron it down so that it can be this flat. I'm doing this because I want it to have this black thing. If you don't want it to have this black thing, you just normally cut out your regular facing or lining, and then you flip it inside. I hope you understand. So after having this now, you will now cut your facing, another facing or lining, and that is what you're going to use to turn it in. But this is just a tutorial. I don't think I'm going to be cutting facing for it. I hope you understand. This is actually a requested tutorial from one of our members, so I just thought to quickly make this something like this. So I hope you understand it. If not, then we'll consider making a bigger version. So now this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place them on each other. Remember, I have a seam allowance, and then I'm going to sew it. So when you sew it, you make sure that you sew at the exact point where you're supposed to sew, so that your V shape can come out sharp like this. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and then sew. Okay, so you can see you're going to sew it and then iron it out so that it can be flat like this. So you can clearly see our facing. So this part is not on, so I'm sure you understand it better now. So to turn your neckline, all you just need to do now is to close it on fold and cut out your regular facing and use it to flip. But like I said, this is a tutorial. I'm not going to do that. I will just leave it as this is. But you cannot leave your neckline like this. You just put it on fold, put your facing on fold as well. Then you're going to cut out a facing and use it to turn. So all these parts will be neatly turned out. So the next thing to do now is to create the design. Remember, all of this that we have here is from the dart transfer that we did. So you simply fold them together like this. But before you fold, we'll first take it to the sewing machine and then run a stitch here. Okay, you are going to sew it together here first before you turn. I've gone ahead to join it, you can see, and when you sew, you are going to iron your seam open. So this is what you are going to have. Remember, this extension is for the collar at the back. So what you just need to do is to fold it in. You fold in the excess that you have from your collar. So this is your shoulder. So you fold it in on these two sides. You do the same thing on this second side as well, and you clearly see where your collar is, which is here. You can see the collar for the back. So this collar now, you are going to sew it to your back, and then you join the side seam, you join the shoulder as well, and then you're done. Okay, so you can see I've gone ahead to join it. You can see you join your shoulder as well all around. So when you join it, this is what you're going to have. The that is going to form this design that you have. So after that, you go ahead and join it by this side as well. So I'm going to take it to the mannequin so that we can see what it looks like.
So this is what it looks like on the mannequin. You can see the collar is continuous from the back and it just goes all the way to the front. So if you don't want to have this black, then you just go ahead and cut your facing. If you want to have another design, you cut it just like I did. You sew it separately, and then you're going to turn everything out with facing. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.